Hi guys, how are you? Hiya Jim, how you keeping? Hi Greg. Have you done all the snow, Greg? Have you finished shoveling it? Hi Tom's daughter, how are you? Hi Susan. Ah, thanks Susan. Feeling way better today, I have to say. Hi Wendy. How are yous all doing? Hi Helen. Hi Kimberly, how are you? Hi Hazel. Hi Sandy. Hi Hans. How are you? You made it, you sure did. Greg has been shoveling snow, so he's a bit stiff. It's a great workout, Greg. Hi, Colleen. Hazel, I haven't as of Friday morning. Let's just say because YouTube is a bit anti all of this. I have the flu, if you can understand what I mean. Friday morning, I tested positive, as did Irish Eyes, my daughter, yesterday morning, and my little boy, Ollie, is still in the clear. Thank God. They have, CJ, they have lifted, yes. We're all good to go. Thanks, Damien. Hi, Barb. Have I said hello to everybody? Hi, Roma. Yeah, so Friday I was flying it. I felt fine. As I said, I tested positive Friday morning. Um, Then, oh, let me see. By Friday afternoon, I felt really, really bad. All day yesterday, I felt really, really bad because I've kind of spent the last 2 days completely in the bed. Um, but this afternoon, then I kind of started to feel a bit better. I still kind of feel like I've a bit of a head cold, but what was I going to say? I'm completely vaccinated and boosted, so I'm sure that has helped significantly to how I'm feeling. But as I said, everyone in the house has it, bar my 8 year old. Hi, Maureen, how are you? Okay, Toms, I might actually check her out. That sounds interesting. Yeah, Wendy just seems to be wanting after another. My car fecked up, as you know, I was hearing weird noises in it, so I had to get a timing belt and stuff for that. So I got the car back and I was ready to get out this weekend, and then this happened. So I haven't done anything. Obviously, we're in isolation. Um, but I will have a Quaker um, burial ground coming up during the week, so that'll be nice. It's a short enough one. It's a small little area, but it's really, really nice. So, excuse me, I'm going to get that up to you during the week. Probably not going to be a premiere Friday. Um, I think I have to do 7 days, so we'll see. Maybe I'll get out Friday. I don't know. Um, we had loads planned this weekend. I wanted to get to Dublin, do a cemetery up there. We are still, fingers crossed, going to London. No timeline yet for that. Possibly, I don't know, at the end of the month, maybe next month, February. Um, it's all, everything has kind of just gone belly up with what I had planned to do. You know yourself. Now I'm just, I was kind of delighted in one sense that we had made it this far with nothing, and then boom. restrictions lift, and here I am stuck inside. Yes, Wendy, that is the plan. That is uh, uh, one of the ones over in London that I want to see is Highgate, and then there is it the Nun Cemetery? Does anybody know that one? It's kind of like it's taken care of in the sense you can walk through it, but it's very overgrown, and that's the way they're keeping it, and it's absolutely stunning. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Cemetery Man. How are you? Yeah, Wendy. Look, at something. It happens. We've been lucky to escape, and that's just the way it is. Unfortunately, as I say, everything is opened up here in Ireland. All the restrictions removed, and then, bang, it happens to my household. I'm just going to catch up on some of these. Yeah, Jim, I'm hoping my taste will go at this stage. I'm not really eating an awful lot. Today was the first kind of dinner, I suppose, I had. But yeah, I've heard that as well. But I'm glad he's better. Yeah, Wendy, it was just a timing belt. So once, I haven't even had a chance to give it a run around now at this stage. I was really looking forward to getting into it and driving a bit further than, just Wexford area. And then this happened. So that kind of put the kibosh on that one. Fuzzy Navel, how are you? Yeah, Roma, we're all kind of in lockdown at the moment in the house, so I can't get out to do anything. It's such a pain. I luckily I had kind of done the bit of shopping beforehand, or well, now in fairness, I have fantastic family and friends who've all offered help and to do shopping and stuff, which is great. Maureen is still thinking about the over ground grave site. Did you all enjoy the Victorian jewellery? Bit weird, bit spooky. Tommy the cat shared it to me on an email. Pretty cool. Like it's kind of right up my alley in the sense that it's a bit morbid, I suppose, as well. But I kind of love all that. But I've shared it to the community page, so if you haven't seen those photos, definitely check them out. They're quite strange, let's just say. And then Debbie sent us the link to the Ballyhuskard cemetery of everyone that was listed in there. And I suppose they recorded it all. That was, it's a shame that it's so overgrown. We kind of were able to clear as much as we could. Um, but, I could see off down in the distance from where we stood, there must be, so many more headstones. There was talks of a church in that little graveyard that had been burnt down in all the kind of the rebellion war, I suppose. But I didn't see any kind of ruins of that at all. So it's interesting, and then it's interesting that Debbie was able to send that on, um, because the farmer had kind of politely said, "This is my farm. It's a working farm. I have cattle. I have bulls. People can't be kind of trekking up and down," and I totally get that. And so I think what that crowd had done, that the volunteers had done, was they went in and cleared it, recorded everything. Um, there is some beautiful um, inscriptions that they recorded. I think I shared that as well under the description box. So they recorded everything, and I'm just thinking now that that's it. Their work is done, and it won't be cleared anymore. Which is a shame because the history there is just outstanding, really. Hi, Ben. Thank you, Barb. I've spent 2 days in bed. I hate it. I hate it. I hate the isolation. I hate not being able to get up and go. It's excuse me. It's terrible. But what can I do? What can I do? Yeah, the timing wasn't great, really, was it? Oh, thanks, Maureen. We will, Jim. We'll get through it. We're almost there. Almost there. Yeah, Susan, they're saying that as well. But I think I've tested now about 3 times and went for the official test yesterday. So I'm waiting for that one to come in. But I've never had. I don't. I get vaccinated for flu and stuff as well, and I've never had that feeling. That just it's a horrible feeling. Ah, bye, Hazel. Mind yourself. The weather, Maureen, is it's not raining for a change here. It's kind of a bit dull, in the sense the sun is not out. But it's anything compared to the rain that we've had. It's just been awful. Wow, Kathy, is he okay? Is he doing all right? I'm sorry to hear that. We're sending prayers to your brother, of course. He only lost his taste and smell for a day. Wow. I've heard of other people, in that, but when you have underlying health problems, I suppose that's where the trouble really lies. So, I wish him well. Absolutely wish him well. Yeah, Maureen, we had gone up the day before I did the video for Ballyhuskerd. It took us the day to find Ballyhuskerd, let me just say. And um, sorry, now I'm just getting caught up on Wendy. It is, sorry, Wendy, thank you so, so much. It's Victorian jewellery. It's on my community page. Tommy the Cat sent it to me in an email, and I've posted the photos. It's basically from the Victorian era, where when loved ones passed, they would wear jewellery that contained their hair, which I've seen before, but more kind of spookily, they also wore their teeth in bracelets and in rings, and it's a glass eye as well in a ring. So I mean, it's quite strange, but well worth the look. So if you go into my community page, you'll see it posted there. Uh, yes, so Maureen, we spent the day before we shot that video of Ballyhuskerd driving around trying to find it. It's on a map, but it's not on a Google map. So we were kind of on both maps trying to find it, asking people where it was. And of course, the day that we did find it, we weren't prepared at all. We'd no welly boots, and so we had to come back the following day then to find it. So I was well prepared with the welly boots, and yeah, it was really really boggy. It was horrible. Yeah, Greg, to do online delivery here as well, but for the moment we're okay. Yeah, Greg, do you know what? My kids have their nanny's ashes, and my daughter actually, Irish Eyes actually bought her a lovely piece of jewellery, and the ashes went into the part of the necklace, the little pendulum part. So she carries that around, and I think that is beautiful, absolutely gorgeous, and it's lovely to have a piece of Nanny Mag with us. Roma, I don't drink. I don't drink at all. I haven't drank for years. Haven't drank for years, would you believe? Let me, and you know something? I think it comes from a childhood thing when we were kind of forced hot lemon and honey down our throats as a cure. I cannot bear. Do you know these lemsips and hot lemons and all? I cannot bear them. Um, there's also kind of what do you call them? Kind of sodas that we used to drink when we were small to kind of stop a sickness. And to this day, I can't stomach those ones either. Stoke Newington Cemetery in London is well worth a visit. It's quite overgrown and very up to Yeah, Damien, they're the ones I like. Are you from? Sorry, Damien. Are you from around London at all? Um, we've been looking into Highgate as the obvious one, but then there's the Nun Cemetery or the Nuns Cemetery. I'm not sure if I've got that correct. Excuse me. Um, but Stoke, there actually seems to be quite a few cemeteries that are around the London area, which I'm kind of surprised at, to be honest with you. I thought London was all kind of uh, big city and shops and all of that, and I'm finding all these little beautiful, beautiful cemeteries. As I said, the one I'm talking about, I think it's Nun Cemetery or Nun Cemetery, um, that you can walk through it, but it's overgrown in the sense of it is taken care of, but overgrown, if that makes sense at all. And it's that one has really caught my eye. Hi, Barb. Yeah, very interesting jewelry. Jim is going to come over and clean that cemetery. Do you know, actually, when you say about burning the brush, it's something I actually have never, ever thought of. I know the farmers kind of do it here when they're clearing land, but that would actually be a great idea, is to, kind of rake what you can. I mean, some of it is like the brambles, the really awful brambles. But a lot of it, when we got through it, was that dead fern. So it was quite easy to kind of pull it off once we kind of got in near them. Um, but yeah, if you could get into it, I think you'd probably need a slash hook or something first, and then maybe the weed eater to get in a bit near. Yes, Maureen, I think it's a way of forgetting those who have passed. Um, it's a great way of recording history, I think. I mean, it's great that people have gone in there and recorded their names and the inscriptions, but when you video or photograph and put it up, say, on the likes of YouTube, it's there forever. It's there forever. Fuzzy Navel, the farmer, said that the cemetery would have been there, and then his ancestors, so you're going back a long time before he actually physically owned it, they would have bought the land around it, and then it just over the time it becomes a working farm. And I've seen it a lot, especially the Quakers burials. I've seen it a lot. They're in the middle of farming fields, and they just become forgotten about. And it is a shame. It's horrible. Hiya, Karen. Sorry, guys, I'm kind of a bit behind here on chat. Hi, Edward. No, 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 no. Can I just catch up here? Greg, have you much snow? Is it is it still snowing, or what's the story? Hi, Jade. How are you keeping? Yeah, Wendy, it was a glass eye in a ring. Really, really. a strange thing to to see. I don't know whether somebody just, would it be something that they would have worn, or is it more like, I don't know, something just to keep and make it look kind of nice. I don't know, but there's certainly definitely look like wearable pieces of jewelry with, as I said, teeth and hair and a glass eyeball. It's quite strange. Yeah, Maureen, Jim is always saying about making a book on the, all the cemeteries in our travels. Kathy, that's great about your brother. I'm delighted to hear that, and may he continue with his health and, recover fully. Yes, Roma, please do have one for me. Yeah, Wendy, it certainly was. I mean, we've seen Ron share those photos of, I suppose the dead kind of, but kind of almost look like they're still sleeping or living at least. Morbid, but I'm kind of into all of that, so I don't mind too much. Hi, Lady Unicorn, how are you? Wow, hands. Wow. 2 feet of snow. Ireland would be in complete lockdown if that was the case. Do you know that? I think we get a few inches and we're not able to drive. Yeah, Susan, I can't stomach anything like that. Anything that was used when I was small for an illness, I cannot bear now. I just can't. Oh, I keep jumping down the comments. I'm sorry, guys. I am trying to. Da, 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 da. Sarah V, how are you? That's it, Damien. Memento Mori. Is that right? Have I pronounced that right? Donegal here. Hi, Tracy. How are you? Yes, the evenings are absolutely stretching out a little bit here in Ireland. Thank God. Roll on spring. Excuse me, guys. Yeah, I love there's a little stretch in the evening, Tracy, but it's so nice to see it. It means I can get a little bit more vlogging done. We'll have that, kind of later evening time where I absolutely love it, between kind of, evening time, late evening, when the sun is going down. It makes some beautiful shots actually in graveyards as well. Yeah, Wendy, I actually think you're right there. I think that happens more than we know, or more than we think. You get, as you said, the underground there went in. I'm sure there was lots of bodies exhumed and moved, and we probably won't ever know about it. I know there is a place in Arklow that I kind of really want to get to do as well. That it's now a park, but there was a lady that told me that it was a cemetery, and that there's probably, I don't know how many people buried under this park now. I'm sure they've put up some sort of memorial for them, but I just don't like that. I don't like it at all. Maureen reckons if I do a book, she'd get it. Wow. Thanks, Maureen. I mean, I do completely get the idea of doing a book. At the moment, it's just not for me, only because I'm so busy with, my normal job. I try to get out as much as possible vlogging, and then driving and kids and the whole lot. But, even, you know, to try and source someone that would actually publish it would be hard work here in Ireland anyway. Trouble, but I don't drink. But I completely get what you're saying about. I got into the shower this morning and it did actually kind of tend to open up everything and the airwaves. So I know something hot, menthol or something, because I don't drink, would probably work wonders for me. Ah, thanks, Hans. Appreciate that. Thank you so, so much. Sorry, guys. I hope this is not going to start now, me coughing off as well. Sorry now. Hi, Catty. How are you? Oh, Maureen, yes. On Ashling, they did arrest a man. I believe he's been charged. Another man has been released. They're sending a file to the DPP. And that's kind of public prosecutions to kind of, they'll get a file together for that. Um, he was in, her killer was in hospital for a while with some sort of injuries. And so it took a little bit of time for the guards to be able to question him. And they did arrest him. And the scenes of him going from court or being brought to court were just, it was like a lynch mob waiting for him. People are very, very angry over it, and rightly so. A Neolithic. Is it far from you, Tracy? Can you see it from where you are? Do you know the tomb? There's loads of them actually around Ireland. I've often drove by them. Do you know the dolmen stones and all of those? Oh, I keep missing. I'm sorry. Now the chat just keeps jumping. Jim found a new channel on YouTube, the Bud Files. The Bud Files. They have 120 subscribers and they do cemeteries up here up north. Oh, brilliant, Jim. I'll definitely check them out. Chantabel, how are you? We're feeling a bit low there, Chantabel. I'm sorry, I'm not quite as, what would you call it? I'm a little bit off today, let's just say. Not quite myself yet, but I'm getting there. Yeah, you just don't ever know. Like times have passed. All those years and years ago, lots of people were possibly buried with no markers at all. There was lots of rebellions and wars, and I suppose a lot of them were buried in the mass graves, Wendy, for sure. And I'd imagine London is the very same as here. Excuse me. Wow, we have a funeral director here, Chubba Wubba. Um, I've been a funeral director for over 25 years. The attitude towards death has changed dramatically in that time for the positive. In what way, Chubba Wubba? Just let us know. I mean, I've seen it here as well. Um, there's been a huge change. It's more now about celebrating their life, I think, here. Um, when a loved one here dies, a lot of them now, like we used to bring them to a funeral parlour and or a funeral home, excuse me, and you know, I suppose you get a chance to go into the wake and to say goodbye. They would be in an open coffin. And nowadays, what seems to be happening more and more, and I kind of prefer it, is that that person is brought home and waked at home And I mean, it could be kind of 24 hours that you would have that person in your that person, that loved one, in your home. And I certainly think that is a much more personal way. Um, at the end of life, it's a personal thing, I suppose, and it's nice to have those last few moments with them in your own house. So I'm just interested, Chubba, how have you seen the change? You say positive, but just how, if you don't mind me asking? I am actually very, very curious. Okay, Hans, you sent me an email. I will check that out. Thank you. Now, it could be Hans that I have already seen that. I don't think I have. My mind is just not working correctly the last few days. But if it's a recent email, I'll certainly have a look and I'll be interested to take a look at that. Kathy, I have the flu that's going around. Let's just call it. YouTube doesn't like us using the correct terminology. We've all tested positive in the house, bar my 8-year-old Kathy. Roma, they possibly have. I've just, with the last few days, not been well. I haven't followed any sort of social media or, excuse me, news. I'd imagine they have actually, if they have arrested him. I know he was to go to a special sitting of a court, so I would imagine that they have named him. They've certainly put up photos of him, and I mean, any of you can Google it, and you will get all that information there. As I said, the last thing I noticed was they were taking him from, I don't know, was it the hospital or the court, into a Garda van, and he was just there was a lot of Irish people there heckling him and booing him, and rightly so. People are very, very hurt over the whole thing. Yeah, I think, a lot of people are very hurt over it and angered by it. Janice, thank you so, so much. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to catch up on the chat here. Thank you, Janice. I'm trying to just catch up here, so I'm possibly missing comments, and I hate doing that. Thank you, Chantabelle. I'm feeling much better today. I really am. Donegal is beautiful, Tracy, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. Donegal is a place that we'd like to go and see as well. It's always about 4 or 5 hours drive from here. But and you can see that from your window. That is crazy. Mad. Love it. Look, Island on the lake. Wow, Tracy. That sounds beautiful. The island on the lake was used as a prison once. What prison was it, Tracy? Wendy, check out my video. I did a video on a natural burial ground months ago now. Possibly was last summer. Excuse me, guys. You'll have to excuse me. I feel so bad coughing. Um, I did a video on natural burial grounds, and I'm not messing. It was really, really scenic, very, very serene. The wildflowers were kind of growing. They had uh, trees bought. You can buy a tree there and just your little name printed underneath it. I was at one natural burial funeral years ago when it was kind of really, really new and I knew nothing about it. And that man was actually in kind of like a reed coffin. And it was just, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. accepting. So in the way of people seem to be more accepting of moving on, and of course that is largely based on religious beliefs. Ironically, the churches seem to be shrinking, but spiritual. Yeah, Chuba, that's where I'm at. I think I am more spiritual than having a religious belief. I do believe that everyone has a right to whatever religion they want to be in or follow, or their beliefs. I'm open to everybody's, and but yeah, for me, I think I am more spiritual. I definitely believe that, you know, when you pass, the soul lives on. Simple as that. I do believe in heaven. I do believe that there's heaven on earth. I do believe in hell, and I think that if you've been a bad person, that yeah, you have to. Guys, just as I this is strange. Just as I was talking there, I have a curtain on the back door, and it literally has just moved, just as I was talking. That is strange, unless there's a draft there. But that kind of just that just kind of gave me the, what would you call it? The chills, is it? Yeah, the curtain just moved. Anyway, that's strange. So yeah, so I believe in all that for sure. I would still have a certain fear about dying. I think that is normal. Um, but yeah, I think I see that myself in the sense of, you know, celebrating life and becoming more open to it. And I think that's a good thing, you know, Chubba Wubba. I think that is a much better way of, a healthier way to be all around death, and being open with your children about it as well is very, very important. Yeah, Roma, I like the whole idea of having them at home for, you know, those 24 hours to talk to them, to say goodbye to them, to cry, to laugh, do all that. I think it's a very, very important part of death. Chantabel, I'm old fashioned about funerals. Oh, Cathy, I'm sorry to hear that. How are they doing? Hi, Linda. How are you keeping? How are they, Cathy? Are they doing okay? Oh, Greg, you were telling me that story. Yes, any kind of outcome on that yet? That's kind of a scary situation, isn't it? Tommy the cat, hello, how are you? Great to see you. We were talking about the photos you sent me. Hi, Zara. We're doing okay now, thank you. Much better, thank you. First couple of days are hard, um, but you know, now it's kind of looking after ourselves, and just it's hard because the little fella hasn't got it. So, you know, I'm trying to keep him um, away from us, but kind of I still have to mind him, obviously. So, so far, so good with him. Linda Ball, thank you so, so much. Jesse is driving the truck in the field again. Fair play. Yeah, Tommy, I'm not too bad now at all. Doing much, much better. I'm just going to go back up. Yeah. Chubba Wubba, you need to start a channel. Do you know that? How cool would it be to get an insight on what you do? I mean, for me, I'd love it. Um, but yeah, and if you have had experience, that is fantastic. I kind of think it's nice for people to have um, that proof, if that's the right terminology to use, the proof that there is an afterlife. I have had it myself. I must actually, you know what I'm going to do, guys, this week while I'm stuck at home? I am going to post those photos I have on my phone still of the orbs I got years and years ago with the same lady I was talking about that we have her ashes. We call her Nanny Mag. It's my kid's nanny. I'm going to post those. She was a very, very spiritual lady. Um, the conversation we actually had years ago before she became ill was that whichever of us went first, we'd be sure to come back and tell the other one what it's like in the afterlife and to be sure to look after each other. And I certainly feel her around me all the time. And I'm going to actually pop those photos up because I think I showed them on the phone here one day on the live and don't do them justice. They are absolutely amazing photos and proof of the afterlife. They're orbs and mist. And I mean, I'm blown away. Even still looking at them today, I get blown away by them. Wow, Zara, that is a great way of putting it. If you haven't read Zara's comment, definitely do. Yeah, karma. That would be his karma for sure. Um, and maybe the whole thing of being reincarnated like that, it would be a way of righting your wrongs, maybe in your past life. I don't know. Wow, Kimberly, really. Um, that's amazing. And I've talked to people who have had kind of similar experiences, and it's instead of, scaring them, they become okay with the fact that it's going to happen at some stage. Yes, absolutely, you're not ready yet. And they say the same. I'm not ready yet, but I've been given the opportunity to see that it's okay, and not to be scared, I suppose. Yeah, Bonnie, that's it. Be in your life how you would like others to treat you. It is that simple. Um, we are all different, and that's a good thing. We all have different beliefs, and that's a good thing. We are, you know, our life choices are different, but as long as our life choices are good and our intent is good and that, we love each other and treat people as we want to be treated, I think the world would be a much better place. There is people out there with, different ideas and different hearts, and I think that eventually eats people up. Do you know that? Um, I think the best thing in life to do is to love and be loved in return. And that is out of a beautiful song from a film that I love. Hi, David. How are you? Thanks, Maureen. Yeah, Tommy, they were great photos. They really, really were. Hi, Thomas. Excuse me. Yeah, Thomas, we have the flu here, if you know what I mean. We tested positive the other day. Yep, Susan, absolutely. Just be a good human. That's all, it is that simple. It's not that hard. It is that simple. I mean, I can never understand anyone hurting anybody else, either by, just name calling or, I don't know, a physical, to hurt somebody physically. Just, I don't get it. I really don't get it. Oh, Janice, that is. I love wind chimes as well. One is from my son's funeral. The one from the funeral will ring when the other two don't. I think it is him. Janice, it is him. It absolutely is him. And be open to that, and accept that, and be happy that he is letting you know in his best way that he is there. That is beautiful. Wow, Tommy, I think you told me that before, actually. So you have had that experience, and there you go. Somebody else that says that it's a peaceful thing. I did have an experience while in childbirth. They certainly didn't come and tell me later on that anything strange or weird happened. But when it happened to me, um, I felt I was dying, and I was remarkably at peace and remarkably okay about it. And then I literally came back into the room and everything was normal around me. And obviously, I was in labour still. My son hadn't been born, but I will never, ever, ever forget that feeling. It was very, very surreal, very strange, but extremely peaceful. No way, Jim. All those kind of things here, Jim, are free. That is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Yeah, Janice, everyone is saying that that's definitely your boy for sure. Yeah, Kathy, we're the same actually. We're getting them through the post as well. And it certainly has changed the whole speed of everything, and I think people are more careful. Wow. Chuba, I am absolutely intrigued. Absolutely intrigued. I know I've been to several wakes, and thankfully they have all had that peaceful look in their face. Thank God. Um, at peace, at rest for sure. And I'm intrigued by what you're saying here. It's so, so interesting. And I suppose it's kind of that side I have. I have kind of that morbid, kind of weird, freaky side that I need to see, I need to feel. Um, and I'm just finding that so interesting. The way you describe it there, it's just amazing. Thanks, Kimberly. Yes, we'll be on runs later and I'll talk to you then. And I can't wait for his premiere later. I actually might, what I'm hoping to do, Kimberly, is put my alarm on. I just have to see this one. It's so important. Yeah, Maureen, that's a good idea, actually. Um, to kind of get, I'm just not at the moment, Maureen, with everything that happened the last few days, the car, this flu, let's just call it. I've just have not been on the news. I know there is a lot of news going on. Um, excuse me. But yeah, I might actually post you all an update on Ashleen and the case that's kind of going on. Wow, Linda, Linda, that is brilliant. Was it like a full apparition? Was it like, do you know, the way it was a shadow? Was it like him, complete body, soul, the whole lot, and then he was gone? Or, what way was he? Was it a solid figure, if you know what I'm saying? Kathy, it was you, wasn't it, that sent the pictures of the orbs? I'm just remembering now, guys. My mind is so bad today. Um, wow, they were fantastic. They were brilliant. Hi, Anthony. How are you? Wow, Jim. Wow, that is strange. Look at that, a white cross. Yes, Kathy. There's two Kathys. There's Kathy with a K and yourself, Kathy with a C. Uh, David wants to know why talk about death. Well, it's part of life, David, isn't it? And I am intrigued by it all. Um, yes, Nancy. I was going to, something that's such an Irish thing to say. I was going to say, musha. Musha means just, I'm sorry. Um, so I hope you feel better soon, Nancy. Yeah, Beverly, it's kind of gone worldwide with Ashlyn, hasn't it? It really has. Mega Bad Girl 2010. Hi from Charlotte, North Carolina. How are you? Yeah, that Nana says that's beautiful, Jim. Absolutely is gorgeous. Yeah, to have that white cross there. Wow, Linda, that's amazing, isn't it? It's so nice to get that experience. It's heartwarming, and it kind of brings a lot of understanding to everything, and gives you a bit of peace of mind, I suppose. Oh, Kathy, I won't see you there, so that's a pity. You might be able to catch some of it, Kathy. You never know. Wow, Greg. You've a granddad from Tipperary and a grandmom from Mayo. What is the surname, Mega Bad Girl? That's interesting. Yes, Lisa, we might catch you later. Adalia, is that right, Kathy? Am I pronouncing the name right? Adalia. Adalia Rose. Oh, yeah. Oh, she died recently. Conley and Doyle. Well, Mega Bad Girl, they are typical, popular Irish names. I know families with both of those surnames. That is brilliant. Yeah, Linda, it is nice. It is nice. Yes, Ron's channel, Roma, is Faces of the Forgotten. He is the boss of all things cemeteries and graveyards and stories and history. He is the man. You need to follow him. He is absolutely fascinating. Yeah, Chuba, that would be my thinking on it as well. Um, the one thing I don't like is, do you know, and I'm not against mediums. I'm not against clairvoyance or anything like that. I have been to my own mediums. What I don't like, and I love all that paranormal stuff. I don't like a paranormal researcher or medium um, talking to somebody when they're only past. I don't believe that. I do believe in the whole, and it's kind of like an old Irish tradition as well, where you don't go visit a grave for 9 days. You have to let the spirit move on and rest. Um, so yeah, I do believe that to stick around, but I also believe that they need their time, and yes, they will always come back to you. Um, they always come back to you if you need them and if you believe in it as well. Brilliant, Roma. He'd be delighted. He has um, a very big following on YouTube, and Ron actually is the man that, just to give you a quick backstory, Ron and me have talked for, well, ever since my channel started, and he has mentored me and pushed me to do what we're doing now, which has been an amazing help. And, um, I count Ron now as a friend. Thanks, Katy. Yeah, Ron always, in fairness to him, he does often talk about my channel, and I appreciate that. Yeah, Chuba, absolutely. And I mean, you are going to get the dodgy ones. They're certainly out there, but excuse me, there are a lot out there that are sensitive to all of that, and there's part of that as well. Yeah, Wendy, he's amazing, isn't he? Absolutely, absolutely. Anyway, guys, excuse me. I'm going to leave it there. We're just at an hour. I can't believe it got through an hour. That's kind of been that's. I'm delighted to have been able to stay on for that long. Um, Kathy, I'm going to look into that lady actually. Um, what is the oldest Charlie? The oldest Charlie I have found is 1622, and let me see, 1622, and we had one in Youghal in County Cork. I think it was 1633. So 1622 in County Carlow. It's actually on my channel, Charlie. If you want to check it out, it was a Carlow one. I can't remember the name of the. Was it Dunleckney or something like that? The graveyard in Dunleckney, I think it was. Um, so everyone, Chubba Wubba, feel free to I don't know, comment or email me. I'm fascinated by your job, absolutely fascinated by it. Yeah, Hans, we're all going to leave. We'll hopefully see you all later on Ron's live. I'm going to go and rest up now, but I'm so happy that I got to speak to you. I have the Quakers one coming up during the week. Please God, I'll get out soon and be able to get a few bits and pieces done. But for now, guys, take care, and as always, God bless. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.